I tried 100 Copilot agents and 95% of them are a waste of time. All of my clients that I'm teaching these agents love me for it. They can help you plan your week, help you in Excel do complex formulas, and even help you manage your emails, but I will keep this one for the end. All right, let's get going. The first Copilot agent that I used every day now is the researcher agent. You need a full paid M365 Copilot licensed version for that. It's called the researcher agent. And you can see here, I use the researcher agent to help me prepare for my recurring meeting next Monday with my assistant, Grania Dogan. I need you to create a summary section with key action items for our monthly May review, right? At the top right, you can pick the models. These might not be available to you just yet, but I will pick the critique one, which is a mix of ChatGPT and Claude, okay? And then one thing that you need to do here is to pick the source. That's very, very important. I will check off Power BI and all the stuff that I don't need. I don't need the web to prepare for my recurring meeting with my assistant, right? And the strength of researcher agent is that it goes into your whole 365 environment. So I don't need the SharePoint here, but I need my Teams meetings, my emails, and my chats. So I will send my prompt right here. Make sure your prompt is kind of detailed because it can confuse the researcher agent. All right, so here we are roughly 10 minutes later. So the researcher agent asked me some questions, which I answered, by the way. And then it went and it searched through all of my 365 environment. And you can see all the steps that it did here, which I won't exactly show you everything, but it searched through my messages, my emails, etc., and of course my recorded meeting with my assistants, right? And now here it's what it produced. If I click here on expand, here we go. It made a very great document, okay, with a table of content, and it broke down by themes. So it broke down the webinar and follow-up, the video content strategy, tool and Copilot collaboration workflow. Look at that, a summary and action item, a summary and action item, a summary and action item, right? So it's pretty useful here. We hosted a masterclass, a free masterclass recently, and it said, hey, these clients here that I will blur the name showed up. You should reach out because it's all linked together in my 365 environment. So the researcher agent, so good. The second Copilot agent that nobody is aware but is very useful is the Facilitator agent. So you might know already that when you record a meeting and you have a paid M365 Copilot license, it makes a recap, all the notes, all of your action items by meeting, right? Very useful when we plan for our recurring meeting, just like I showed you with my assistant. But look at that. Every time I have a meeting with my assistant, I also turn on the Facilitator agent. I'll show you in just a few seconds how I do that. But look at that. We have the decisions, we have the open questions. You can even attach an agenda to your Facilitator agent so it will match what you said in the meeting with your agenda. And also will tell you, hey Dave, this is a 30-minute meeting, and during the meeting you'll have a pop-up, boop, hey, we are halfway through at the 15 minutes mark, right? Or the agenda, you planned 5 minutes for the introduction, now it's been 8 minutes, we're still in the introduction, please hurry up, right? We know these meetings, they always drag. So look at that, I'll scroll, everything we said, blah, 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 and look at the bottom. It made a follow-up task table, let's say it like that, and you can add the assignees here. You can just put the people from your company and you can assign them a task, right? You can also add a due date here, right here, and you pick the date. Here we go, this is for June, etc. And you also can tag your task. So that's the Facilitator agent, but how do we turn this on? Well, it's pretty simple here. I am creating a new event. It's called, if you see this, please like this video. It's a super popular event, haha, just kidding. And when you turn on the Teams meeting option here, you will see the options right here. And under the Copilot, recording and transcription, just below that, Copilot and other AI, you will be able to turn on the Facilitator agent, and you need to make sure to pick the right spoken language, else the results will be disgusting and the results that you will receive at the end will be just like I was showing you. By the way, if you want to download the ebook for free where you will see all of the prompts, very great recap in a PDF format of this video, it's free. You can download it in the description below. All you have to do is put your information and you will receive an email with all the prompts, everything that we're going to see in this video, and especially the last one. You will love it, the last one in this video, so stay tuned. You will love The last one, I'll show you how to manage your emails. All right, let's get going. Agent number 3 that you need in your business, it's a knowledge hub agent. So I'm right here in my agent store, okay, on the left, right here, and it's called the HR Policy Concierge. And what the HR Policy Concierge does is that it has some knowledge, it has some PDF into it based on your company, right? You know, the expense policy, when you go for a travel, etc. And you can share with your old team, your old company if you want, and look at that. How many times will you get asked if you are in finance, like, hey, how much can I spend for a hotel night when traveling for work? It's a pre-built prompt that I set up here. I just click and I hit send, and the HR Policy Concierge, yes, it's very hard to say, it's going to go into its knowledge base. It's going to follow the instructions as well that I gave it, and it's going to answer based on the knowledge. Look at that. You can expense a standard hotel up to 200 per night. Super great. And it gives me the sources, okay? Gives me the sources. I click on the source and look at that. We are in a company that is called Meridian. I click here and it's going to bring up the PDF. And in the prompt, it told me, hey, David, the lodging is in section 7, okay? So the people in your company, they have direct access to the Meridian expense and travel policy. And look at that, lodging, there you go, boom. 200 per night, okay? And that's very useful. And let me show you just a tiny bit more. I click X here. And you see here, it gave me the source. It gave me the source and it gives it right here. But what I like to do, okay, what I like to do is that I'm gonna go back into my agent store right here, and I will click on the 3 dots and I will go edit my HR Policy Concierge. Okay, I want to show you how I set this up, because the policy, they are fed on a SharePoint. So I've put all of the PDF in a SharePoint file so that it's live, you know, it's live. And let me exactly show you. Look, all the instructions, I won't go through all of that, but it's important that your instructions are very well designed and tailored with markdowns. More on that in my online course if you want to know. But look at that, the knowledge, okay? I fed the knowledge on a SharePoint. It's called communication site, okay? So it's very important. You can give knowledge to your agents, and look at that. I click and it's going to bring me to my SharePoint, okay, that I called communication site. Doesn't make any sense. Go to the documents, and all of the documents that it found this information, you saw earlier, it went into the expense and travel policy. It's right there. So when I will update my SharePoint, my agents will get updated. I don't need to go change the knowledge. I think this is very, very useful. So I was telling you, how do we set up instructions, Dave? How do I create my first agent? What should I put in the instructions? What should I put in the knowledge? What is an agent? I cover all of that in my on-demand online course, Copilot Essentials, from AI beginner to proficient. You can access it at learncopilot.ai/masterclass. And I show you step by step in this course how to build your first agent. And now let's go to my next agent, which is actually one of my favorite. Agent number 4, you will love this one, Copilot in Excel. I click on the Copilot button at the bottom right. And even if you have a free version, you might be able to have the allow editing with Copilot, okay? And what I will do, I have a PDF right here. You can see I have invoices on this PDF, okay? I have 5 invoices, one on each pages, and they all look different. Look at the look and feel, they all look different. They are not the same. And I want to grab this PDF and send it into Excel. And if you copy and paste, you know how messy this is, okay? So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna paste my prompt. I will say, convert all 5 supplier invoice in this PDF into Excel, put each invoice on its own sheet, and I ask 2 tables per invoice. And I also want an invoice tracker sheet to track my invoice. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm going to upload my PDF. I won't show you exactly how. You click on the plus here, upload images and file, and then you go pick it. All right, so now the PDF is attached, and what you need to do, click on the model pick. You won't have that if you have the free version of Copilot. And I love to use the Claude model once again. You can get away with GPT 5.5. So now I will hit send, and you will witness the magic happen. We will speed up the video, but everything should get into Excel while you sip a little coffee. You will see, my friend, it's very good. All right, here we are. We need to read what Copilot gave us, but you can see we got the invoice tracker sheet, the 5 invoice sheet. You can click this. See, you click, it brings you on the right sheet. So when you click done, you will see now you have your sheets. Let me zoom a little bit for you guys. We got the maple sugar supply right here. And of course, always double check the results. We have 900 or 804 and 50. This one right here, 804 and 50. And let me find maple sugar supply in my PDF really quick. Here we are, maple sugar supply. That's the last page of my PDF actually. 804 and 909. Here we go. Everything is great. This is so good, guys. Like, how good is this? Look at that. I have one sheet. So this agent in Excel is so great. One sheet by invoice. I should maybe finish my sentence. I'm too excited. When I show this to my clients, they go crazy, and I totally understand. And if you go crazy too, please like the video right now. Look at that. We have the invoice summary, invoice tracker sheet, I shall say. And look at this, all referenced, total due, all referenced to the right tab. Actually, double check, but normally it's doing a great job. And I think this is worth a big thumbs up on the video. All right, to the next agent. The last agent will remove every headache that you have related to email. It's called Cowork, my friend. Look at that. Copilot Cowork. It's not released for everyone yet, okay? Bear with me, but let me show you what it can do. I click on the Cowork here, and I've set a workflow, okay? I've set a workflow that every morning it will review my unread inbox emails, and it's going to draft a reply for me. And the reply, it's gonna live in Outlook, okay? It is very great. So I won't show you exactly how I set that up. I will have another video that will show you that, but I want you to understand the strength, the power of that. Look at that. I schedule a task, morning email draft replies every day at 7, okay? So look at this here. The last time it ran, it said, "Good morning, David, Sunday inbox sweep done." I reviewed 15 unread emails and I asked it to skip like all of the newsletter, all of the marketing, all the useless stuff. And it created a draft to this person right here that I want my editor to please blur the name, very important. And this person asked a free trial license. And when I went into my Outlook, it drafted an email and it wrote sent or drafted by Copilot Cowork. And it's all these kind of flows that you can build with Cowork. And if you want to know more about Cowork, it's right here in this video. Catch you very soon.